Good evening, everybody. It's me, and of course Deuce, and Mr. Monkey, which is behind Deuce currently. If Deuce would kindly move. See, there's Mr. Monkey, and there's Mitzi. Mitzi, say hi. Okay, Mitzi said hi. Anyhow, I want to do some catching up, and Deuce is already assisting me. Okay, this one, the 65 Comet from Mobius. I got the taillight panel painted and installed. Interior is not installed all the way, it's just mock-up. Mostly painted black. Flat black, gloss black, semi-gloss black. You gotta do the seats and detail the instrument panel there. Put gauges in there. But that's about it for that. I mean, I've done a little bit on it. Decided to paint the engine block the same color as the lower body. Just slightly weathered. Valve covers, they're never really chrome. They're kind of a magnesium color with the fins usually painted engine color, so I'll probably do that, but haven't gotten around to that yet. Excuse me. But yeah, it's coming along. Polished the body out a little bit more. You can see the reflection in it. It's coming along quite nicely. Painted the grill. Oh, well, that's going to show with this camera and the lighting. But it's coming along. But what I really wanted to show you, well, here's another item. The duster with the blue interior. Before it got flocked with some blue flocking. And it's basically all together now. Except the dash needs detailed. I got some of it done. As you can see. This little black line and the black gauges, but the chrome trim and this little area right in here over there has to be painted like a wood grain color. And I gotta put the shifter in and then paint the pedals and mount them down there. But I got that much done. Kind of work between them. Still have to paint the headliner. And the sail panel's blue. What else have I done? Not too much. It's pretty basic so far. Just getting there little by little. But the main reason I made this video tonight was to show you some of my new toys. Hold on, be right back. I went online and I ordered from VCG Resins by Reese. And I got these following parts. Let me show you what I got here. Got this really nice... damn it. That's this really nice bench seat. It comes with little risers. And as long as Deuce, no, you don't snort the riser. Comes with these little risers here that, let me see if I can do this. I'm trying to do this around the camera. Oh, there we go. You can see one of them right there. Let's see if it'll focus. Focus. Focus, you fools. Let's see if I can do it this way. There it is. Okay. And it goes up under the seat like this, and you know, raises the seat up off the floor. It's a nice seat, you know, nice modern looking custom seat for a you know, pickup cab, or any other place a two-seater might be, but more than likely it's going to go into one of my pickups. I picked up that. I picked up, it makes all kinds of details and whole engines and conversion parts, and if I can get my fingers to do this, it'd be really a miracle here. Come on, there we go. Got my fingers to work. Got these are 409 or 348 Chevy gasser headers. You know, they stick out the fender well. But the detail on these things, let's see if I can get the focus. Come on. Do it this way. Come on. Ignore my fingers with paint all over them. But they're, you can see they're molded open, and the flanges even have the bolt holes. There's my finger. Molded open. And Deuce wants to play. But they're very crisply molded. I believe, you know, these aren't, whatchamacallit, slush cast resin. These are, you know, 3D printed resin. But they'll look awful good in a gasser with a 409 or a 348. And I believe that's the two sizes that are considered for those headers. Then I got this really nice, zoom back here, Power Glide transmission. This is for that red Nova I've been showing you guys. That's going to get the straight 6. Being I've had a few Novas with them. But this is it here. Let's see if it'll focus. Focus, you fools. There it is. And you can see all the lines and all the little details it has. Come on, focus. It's being stubborn tonight. Sometimes it's good about focusing, sometimes it's not. But it's a really nice little transmission. And it comes with, you know, 2 pans, a stock one like so. It has a little bit of a rib to this 3D printing, a little bit of a, but you really can't feel it as much as you see it. A little light sanding, some primer, and it'll probably be just fine. Then there's this custom one. It's like R&R one, but I would save that if this was going to be a race car. But being it's going to be a bone stock Nova, it's not going to get that. I'll save that for something else. Oop, come here, guys. But yeah, they weren't bad prices. Yeah, check them out. But the pizza resistance, or whatever you want to say, is the stock 6-cylinder engine for that Nova. Now, they have a racing version of this engine, but then they have this bone stock one. And even the stock one comes with some accessories. Now, you gotta be careful not to lose them, because if I sneeze, some of these parts are gonna go flying. But as you can see, there's like, what is that? I gotta see what that is. Oh, there's a little fuel pump. Okay, fuel pump. Separate fuel pump. I'll put these back in the bag as I go so I don't lose them. Get in there, you. Let's see what else we got. We got an alternator. Really nicely molded. We have the cylinder head, which actually has the spark plug holes open. So when I add wires, that'll be easy to do. Let's see what else. We have another alternator here. There's 2 of them. So I guess they give you options, or one, you know, use one for 1 year, one for another. I'll have to figure that out. Get some pictures of the real thing. But this has the bracket molded to it, which is really nice. So even if I don't use all these parts, they're there. There's the stock air cleaner. See, like I said, it has a little bit of grain to it, but I believe a light sanding, because I don't feel it as much as I see it. But yeah, and see, it's open. It's molded open. Most model kits, that's, you know, solid. So that's really sweet in itself. What else do I got here? Oh, these parts are so tiny, some of these. There's the oil filler cap on top of the valve cover. I want to be careful not to sneeze. Here's the distributor with the vacuum advance. My only disappointment is they didn't mold these open. So I'm going to have to be very careful and try to drill those or get somebody else's pre-drilled distributor in a 6-cylinder. I got some 8 cylinders. This is, what is this? Oh, that's like a front cover water pump. Yeah, like I said, excuse my fingers. I gotta trim my nails and get that paint off them. Here's the intake manifold. Nice and crisply molded. Very well detailed. I mean, some of this you may not see when it's mounted. Now here's the block. And there's where you mount your distributor and your fuel pump and oil filter and all that good stuff. But see, it has the proper side covers for this era of engine. It's got a couple valve covers. It's got one with the Chevrolet script, which I don't know if that's 100% accurate. I've never seen one. But it also has the valve cover like I've owned on my 6-cylinder Chevys, just the plain one. And again, you can see that grain to it from the 3D printing process, but you really don't feel it. As much as it shows, let me see if I can get this to focus a little better. Come on, focus. I don't know why it has such a problem focusing, but it's being stubborn tonight. But yes, it's a very, very nice piece. I think it was $20 for this whole engine. This may be the same alternator we already looked at. Unless there's 3 of them in here. 1, 2. Yeah, might be. Yeah, it might be one of the same ones. The exhaust manifold. Yeah, it's molded really, really nicely with the open exhaust port. So if you wanted to make this a diorama engine, you know, not just a kit engine, it's very possible. I mean, they got the bolts to the flange and everything. I'm gonna have to scratch build the exhaust, of course, because there's 2 distributors. There's this one, which is almost like an HEI type, but there's no cap that I could see for it. There's this other front cover. Yeah, this is the main front cover to the engine. There's your front cover. And there's all these microscopic pieces. Oh, don't know how well this is going to show. Motor mounts. Motor mounts are separate. Carburetors. This is so cool. I don't know how well this is going to focus, but this is the single, you know, 1-barrel carb. Let's see if we can get this to focus. See, it has the little tower there where the air cleaner would mount. It's got the choke actuator and everything. All the little detail, the bowl, and all that. It's quite nice, even though the air cleaner is probably going to hide that. If I put the air cleaner on over it, that is. There's our starter. Again, fairly well detailed. It's not just a glob. Let's see what else we got. We got the coil. There we go. And it's got a hole to put a wire in, which is really cool. There's 2 sets of belts. So that must be for something different on 2 different years. See, this one has the, there we go. Sorry about that. The crank, look at that. The pulley's molded open. You can see slots there. That's really cool looking, I thought. And there's this other belt, which it has also molded crank pulley. There must be something for the years, because I know they made this engine for quite a few years. There's another motor mount. I mean, the detail is just unbelievable. And here is, oh, yeah, the little oil filter. Doing this is not easy on the focusing. Yeah, there's our filter. It's got the little hand grip. And again, excuse my fingers, holy crap. There's the block, which we already seen. And here is what looks like to be another carburetor. But this one, maybe it's supposed to be an injected version. It's just molded clean open. There's no venturis or nothing. And it has the bowl there. So I don't know if that's a fuel injected modern version. Because they have a race version of this same engine that has big old header on it and like a 4-barrel manifold. Might be nice in a street rod or something. But we put it back in the bag. But yeah, there's the block again. But yeah, just a couple things I want to show you guys. But I want to compare that engine. I have the 63 Nova wagon here. Okay, the recently issued one. The one with the ugly custom version on the front. But you can build it as a stock Nova, as you can see. Here is its engine. Now, I could have just used this, but I discovered this after I bought this engine, the resin engine. But as you see here, this is the right engine. You know, the right era. You can see the, right there, you know, the covers. But look, the coil, starter, oil filter, fuel pump, all that is molded on. And the distributor doesn't even have the towers for the wires. It's just this dome. Now, I could probably sand it flat and put a cap or something on there and make it work. But, yeah, it's not quite as detailed. I mean, the manifolds are, you know, they're separate, but, So, yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to show you guys. Just let you see a few things I caught up. So, remember, check these guys out online. They got a bunch of this 3D printed looking stuff. And he also has some of the more slush cast resin stuff. But, yeah, that's pretty cool. So, wanted to show you that stuff and where I'm at on some of these models. And I'm going to go have a little snack and get ready for bed. So, I will be talking at you later. So, for me, the cats, Mr. Monkey, I'm going to bid you goodbye, good night, good afternoon, and like, subscribe, comment, whatever. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Hey, don't matter. And I will be updating soon. So talk to you all later. Have a great one. Bye-bye.